they always represent Pleiades. The Pleiadians don't believe in none of the bullshit Enlil do. Enlil is a dictator, and Enki is a hedonist. He don't give a fuck if the earth fall apart as long as he can get some good pussy and something good to eat. That's all he care about, right? Enlil, he don't care about no sex, no food, none of that. He just want control and power, right? So now you see the differences in how they at conflict and at odds.
Mm-hmm.
So when they interfered with the development of us on the earth, Enki was the first one to do that, but everything that he did, he sent Inanna to get permission from Prime Creator and Mother Earth. He was bypassing Nibiru the whole time. So when Enlil came, he said, y'all can produce this gold faster in larger abundance than y'all doing. Y'all being lazy. I'm going to take charge of Earth. So Enki and Inanna went to Nibiru to protest to Anu. We don't want him on Earth. It's a peaceful place. It's a paradise. This is your Garden of Eden story. So I knew he was like, well, why is y'all telling me? Y'all sort that shit out. Y'all grown motherfuckers. Don't bring that bullshit to me. I don't want nothing to do with it. Long as y'all save the motherfucking planet ship, I don't do what you gotta do. And so Enlil came to complain that he wanted to remove the mitochondrial rights of rulership from Earth. And he wanted to install patriarchy. So one of Inanna's scouts came and told her what Enlil was lobbying Anu for. And she went up there and blew a gasket on his punk ass. So you think that because you got the Y chromosome, you better? Motherfucker, do this. Raise your motherfucking gown, pap your girls, and push me out of sun, nigga. And so he started laughing and said, you can't have one without a Y chromosome. And she said, I'll be back in 9 months.
Mm.
And when she presented her child, her son, before Anu and Enlil blew a gasket, that's what caused the war in heaven. Because now she got a son that got the Y chromosome white rulership, but he also has the mitochondrial inheritance of the earth. And that undermines his authority. And his jurisdiction on earth. So he was immediately pissed. So his response was, I'm finna go tear this bitch up. I'm gonna make these motherfuckers do what I want them to do, and I guarantee you they gonna have 10 times more gold. And Enki was like, you fucking with our 9 people, dog. We don't do that down here. Leave them sisters alone. So he brought a whole horde of his motherfucking soldiers down here. That's the Genesis 6 story. And when he seen that it was having that it wasn't making them beholden to him, he really got pissed. That's when they came with the flood to destroy everybody. Right? So now he flooded this bitch out. Then from there, all war broke out. There's a big old empty space after the flood. The ship that they said was Noah's Ark, it wasn't a boat. It was a jumper ship. It was where they used to transport gold to Nibiru. It's called the Crystal City. And the Crystal City stayed on Nibiru until the end. Now it's coming back. But when it come back this time, it's going to stay here. So that's how it happened.
Mm. Okay, thank you so much. Can I also ask you another question? If you don't mind, I'm gonna ask a few questions.
Go ahead.
And you can always cut me off and let me know whenever you're ready to go off or get somebody else.
When Instagram was left on here.
How many minutes? I couldn't hear it because the thing messed up.
About 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes left for a cut, y'all. But go ahead with your question.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. One time, like it's been so many awkward moments and so many stuff been confirmation, and sometimes I get creeped out and stuff. But I've been learning, not to not have no fear or anything like that, because fear's what been stopping me for even dropping knowledge and stuff, because I've been noticing how certain things and certain reactions been happening, and what town I'm in and certain stuff. And I noticed the energy around. And one time I had a dream, and it was during the time where I think you was talking about Larry Hoover and what Hood Hiller. And I had a dream about a book. It was like a little book, like a key. It was blue. Every time you flip it, it either be blue, but it had pictures. It had pictures of people. And I'm not sure if they was in jail or it was just like prison pictures, but it was every time I flip it, it'd be blue a picture or it'd be red a picture. And then I thought about the flips, what you was describing and what you were saying. So, and then I had another dream about me being in the mall, and it was a T-shirt with a big old ankh on it. Like I was shopping and looked up, it was a big old shirt with an ankh on it. And I had another dream about this lady. I'm not gonna name her name, but we was all in white, and it was in a building, and then all of a sudden a red alarm came on, like it was a fire, and everything was red. And we stopped what we was doing, and I got creeped out because I'm like, because me personally, I had even people come up to me like saying Wicca, like I met some people who did Wicca, and they say, "Oh, you were coming," and I never wasn't feeling it because I don't like doing certain stuff collectively and certain stuff.
Well, you just gotta have your own circle.
Yeah, and discernment, because this other lady, she came up to me. She called herself a guru, and I went to go test her, to not even test her, but just went to go because I believe I needed counseling. Like probably like I feel like I need a counselor, but I know I could talk to myself. I've been talking to myself and everything, and people been thinking I was crazy because I talk to myself, but I feel like though that's necessary.
Self-talk is one of the most powerful spiritual training exercises you can do.
I've been doing that for long.
That's why
I've
they
been
tell
called
you
crazy or I'm weird.
Yeah, that's why they tell you if you talk to yourself, you're crazy, to stop you from using self-talk.
So she was she told me to give me I could give her a birth chart and she'll learn, and she know my soul more than me. She said we was just talking and like whatever. She had her.
That's a red flag right there.
I knew I was a bugger and then I'm like, because that tweaked me. I'm like, hold on, you know my soul better than me. And then I'm looking in her eyes. She winked while she said that. So I said, nah, because I didn't like what she said. So I'm like, that's like, that was a red flag. Her wearing the mask. I don't mess with the mask or anything like that. Like, but when she said that, I was just looking at her like, do you know, I don't know if she knew who was in front of her or she don't know who I know is in front of me. But when she said that, I didn't like it. And then next time I seen her, I was done. We was talking. I said, yeah, I'll let you know if I want to give you my birth chart or something like that. But I knew not to because I don't even want to look at I like surprises. And I feel like if I look at it, I don't need to look at it. Like I'm looking at my chart a little bit, but I'm not going that deep into it. But I didn't feel comfortable at all when she said that to me. Then last time, probably like 2 weeks later, she was before that. Excuse me if I'm jumping all over the place. But she was saying you can give donations. I accept donations and stuff like that. And that class, she offered it for me for free or whatever. And she had fruits and everything. I had tried. She had all her statues of the Buddha and I don't know what other statues with the 8 arms. All the Buddha statues or whatever. She was saying the fruits, people eat fruits and give thanks. And she gave me the fruits. I eat none of the fruits. I just tossed it out. And I said thank you anyway. But and then I seen her like 3 weeks later. And I said hi to her. She was like, she was avoiding me. Like she didn't want nothing else to talk to me or anything. I said, cool. That was just a confirmation to let me know. Because if I didn't want your services, you should just accept it and be grateful I even came and gave you a chance to even think about it, to even think about even having you assist me. So for her to give me that vibe and that energy, I said, yeah, I did the right thing. Because you didn't have to you ain't see me or avoid me or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, I most likely did the right thing. And then you just said, yeah, definitely. So that was my question. That situation, with that being that what she said, she know my own soul. As if nobody could know your own soul better than you, right?
That's not possible. You got to be damn near your deathbed dead for you not to know who you is. You know enough about yourself to know that that didn't sound right. That's all you need to know.
Mhm.
That's the beginning of self-knowledge. Just knowing somebody come tell you that they know your soul better than you do, they on some bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah, and I felt bad. I'm like, no, don't feel bad, because I got a heart. I got a good heart, and I've been learning, like, to don't have my heart too open, because not everybody, is for you.
Yeah,
Not.
that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Mhm. And I've been seeing stuff in the clouds, shake like clouds. I've been seeing lights and a whole bunch of stuff. Stuff is disappearing and popping back up. So I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you for your time. And you've definitely been letting me know that I'm not crazy, and the confirmation, and
Yeah,
I've been on
you
the right
sure ain't
path.
crazy. Yeah, you sure not
Yeah.
crazy. Look, if anybody want to find out if somebody crazy for real, give them a math problem.
A
Yeah,
math problem? What a math problem?
if you insane, you can't do basic math.
Mm,
It requires logic that you don't have access to. It don't even have to be a complex math
a
problem.
math problem.
So, you know what I'm saying? They call you crazy. Say, I'm not crazy because I know 6 times 6 is 36. 2 times
Mhm.
8 is 16. You can't do math if you're truly insane.
Yeah. Because I've been noticing everything is math, or just about the numbers and stuff. Like, my
Mm-hmm.
birthday is right after Christmas. I'm a twin. And I got another sister. She was born the same year. Everybody be thinking we triplets, but we not.
That's called Irish twins.
Yeah. 9 months apart. And I wanted to know, how could I, if, for example, if nobody in my family don't want to, because I have three nephews. I don't have no kids. And only one of my sisters have kids, and she had two. And my mother, she had another kid, Sophia, Muhammad, and Sebastian. So that's the three youngest, and we don't associate with our family at all, because we had like problems and stuff. And I've been trying to like get to figure out. I just can't put nobody back together again, and I don't want to leave them alone, because we only talk to my aunt and my grandmother from my father's side, and we only have my sisters from my mother's side. So it's been kind of hard for me to like. I've been trying to figure out what to do, because I know I'm gonna leave and physically one day, and I want to leave them something. I want to leave them like at least people or family. So I've been trying to collect books and stuff like that, because I know my nephew, he's in tune. He looked up at the sky one day and said we're in a whole other galaxy. He told me he's seen his body outside of himself, like he sees his body while he was sleeping. So I know he's in tune, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to go about bringing like a family to them, because even my own family, there's all females in the house, and it's like very aggressive sometimes, and like a lot of masculine energy, not too much feminine energy. And I've been wanting to know, like, how can I bring like knowledge, not only knowledge, but just a family, a bond, because we're not going to be here all the time. It's those.
Yo, I did a whole Tupac video. So if you need me to tag you in the Tupac video that I did, it's about almost 3 hours long because I was going that way. I was dropping it because y'all don't know who y'all are. It's hard for y'all to know who we are. Um, and so I had to expose a lot of stuff. The Tupac video originally I had to take it down because I almost got somebody killed. I had put it up a couple days prematurely, and the elders told me I had to take it down until the person that was in danger was secured. So I took it down and went on about my business. And next thing I know, they say, okay, put the Tupac video back up. So I put it back up. And it got a lengthy explanation about it. So it's called Tupac Decoded. And it's there. It's the full thing. It ain't just Tupac. See, Easy E. I can't wait for y'all to see Easy. Little squeaky ass voice. And it's B.I.G. Oh, you thought he was dead for real? I ain't gonna get all off into all of the the living dead celebrities, because then I have to tell y'all Michael Jackson named David, and that he hiding out from the Jewish Defense League that's trying to kill his ass. And they took all his money to keep his daughter Paris from having it. But as soon as I get done kicking these motherfuckers in the ass, I'm giving her all his shit. I'm giving her all his shit. See, he surrendered it, so he can't get it back, but she can take care of him. When he faked his death, he surrendered it because he didn't do the paperwork. The same with Prince. Prince did the paperwork, but they stole it and hid it and said he didn't do a will. He didn't need a will, because the way that he did his paperwork, he didn't do it according to the modern judicial standard. He did it according to a higher order. So whoever he designated that his stuff gonna go to, once I get done moving this shit around on Earth, they gonna all end up with what he had earned. You're not gonna be able in the future, if a man earns something, you're not gonna be allowed to take it from him. You won't be allowed to deny somebody what they rightfully earn. Yep. Chanel, you've been with me a long time too. You one of my OG sisters. No, that video. Look, I know where the money at. I know where Tupac put the money at. I know where Biggie got his money at. I know where Easy got his money at. I know where Nipsey money at. If I know where they money at, you think I can't know where the fuck the niggas at? Because their money is easier to hide than the nigga. Tupac is in California. He left California and went on trips around the world, but he ain't never stopped living in California. He told you right in the song. I heard a rumor I died, murdered in cold blood, dramatized. Pictures of me in my final stages. You know, mama cried. That shit was fiction. Some coward got the story twisted, like I no longer existed, mysteriously missing. Then he turn around and he tell you, while you on your grind, motherfucker, I'm on my California grind, nigga. We ain't hard to find. I'm right here. Hard to find. He told you right there in the sun, right before your very eyes, you won't even realize you can't see me. He been there all the time. I got you on my Tupac video. You know, if you go back, he got a song called Everything They Owe. And in that song, it started off, imagine if you can go back. You can go back and talk to the ones that came over on slave ships. The very first niggas to come over here. And then he started off, he say, back for everything they owe, no longer oppressed. So now we overthrow those who placed us in this rotten mess. But let's see if we can agree on our strategies, right? And pick our enemies derived from our own kind we ride. So which one am I there? All right, bring me in. I'm almost done with this. And he tell you right there, you coming back for everything they owe. Black people talk about reparations, but we're not eligible. We're not eligible because white people ain't did nothing to require them to repair us. Black people did that shit. Niggas put them motherfuckers there as pawns. They just something for you to look at so you can't see the real enemy. Nation of Islam been telling you all the time who the real enemy is. They said the white man, the devil, he was made by Yaqub. Yaqub wasn't white. Yaqub wasn't white. What about the goddamn black devils? Forgot about them? That's where the problem at. Mm-hmm. Look, I got a song inspired by Tupac I wrote. It's called From Nigga to Gorilla. I'm gonna give y'all these bars. This how we gonna end this with these bars. They call my speech the raw truth on the street. Platinum lines heavily laced with these platinum beats. Delivery gangster with the power to teach. Like a doomsday prophet when I start to preach. Open your mind and I'll touch your soul. Platinum back gorilla with a heart of gold. Hand pick initiated, platinum back gorilla. I used to run the streets like the average nigga. A natural born killer like Dre and Ice Cube. Little wild motherfucker breaking society's rules. The tools I used was these lefts and rights. Turn parties about the rules every Friday night. But then I learned to write. I educated my mind, converted these prophecies to some hard-ass rhymes. Read the signs, come warning the fire and brimstone. Studying secrets, still keeping the chrome. Ready for combat in the midst of war. Good against evil, trying to even the score where these demons be seeking the upper hand. Snatching souls of black folks, women and men. Struggling in a world to raise these niggas and give them military minds and call them gorillas. From nigga to gorilla. That's how I do. That's how I do. They call my speech the raw truth on the streets. Platinum lines heavily laced with these platinum beats. Delivery gangster with the power to teach. Like a doomsday prophet when I start to preach. Open your mind and I'll touch your soul. Platinum back gorilla with a heart of gold. From nigga to gorilla, avoid the destruction. We lose black life for a little bit of nut. Make something of your life in this world of sin. No matter how bad it gets, shit come to an end. My friend, if I call you nigga, that means you still a slave, a blind motherfucker in search of an early grave. These streets is paved with rich African blood, milk from slaves that was America's crutch. While these rotten ass sluts prostitute the truth, they only promote the corrupted to speak from the booth. From nigga to gorilla. That's how we get down. From nigga to gorilla. Transformation is what it's all about. It's about moving from being a victim to standing on your own, in your own power with motherfuckers that feel just like you. You don't submit your will to nobody. You either agree or you disagree. If you agree, you stand on that. If you disagree, you stand on that too.